Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about RPR, which is called Reflexive Performance Reset. But first I want to introduce myself, and my name is Marli, and I'm a former athlete at Rock Solid. I cheered there year 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and I was on the level 5 teams, and I coach as well at Rock Solid. And yeah, so today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how to warm up your body and how it's going to help you breathing and help you move and help you during your routines. First, I'm going to talk about a little bit what RPR is, and it stands for Reflexive Performance Reset. And what your body does, the main priorities is to breathe and to move. And to perform your best, you have to wake up all your muscles and get them moving. And RPR is just a series of warm-up drills that you do on your body that helps your muscles wake up and helps you breathe easier. And compensation patterns are one of the main causes of non-contact sports injuries, as that's like pains and aches, and that will limit what you can do. And when you're doing these RPR performances and drills, they just help your body move and help your muscles wake up. And when you start using RPR, the only way it's going to work and help your aches and pains is if you do it consistently. So I'm going to teach you all of them, and I'm going to put a picture in here too so you guys can screenshot it, and you can do them all the time. I do them all the time. I do them every time I wake up. I do them every time before I go run or go to the gym, anything like that. But using these drills can shift your body out of these patterns and reduce the pain, and also increase your flexibility, and can help your body become more resilient to injury. The best part about RPR is also that it works immediately. And there's many drills you can do. I don't really know them, but my gym instructor did them on me, and he had me do an ab drill. And then after I warmed up my abs, I did it again, and it was crazy to see the difference. So RPR is very important, and I think a lot of people should start using them a lot more before routines and many other things. All right, so RPR has 3 zones, and I'm going to teach you all of them, but first I'm going to start with zone 1. And on the video I'm going to put in the end, it doesn't have the first drill, but the first thing is to do 3 belly breaths. And what that means is not breathing through your chest, but it's going to be breathing through your stomach. So you're going to want to push your stomach out when you're doing it. So you're going to go like this. That's all you do. You just want to breathe through your stomach. So you want to try to push your stomach out when you're breathing. And the next thing is the diaphragm. And on the picture it says rub the upside down Y starting at the top of the sternum and along the bottom edge of your ribs. So you're going to want to take your thumb, your pointer finger or your thumb, it doesn't matter, and you're going to rub in little up and down motions all the way down the middle of your sternum. And then once you do that a couple times, you're going to do it 3 times. And then you're going to take both of your fingers and you're going to rub at the top of your ribs all the way around. And you're just going to do that a couple of times. And it should hurt, just a little bit. It shouldn't making you cry. But it should hurt a little bit, just because if you're just rubbing a little bit, it's not doing anything for your muscles. So this is supposed to help wake up your sternum and your diaphragm. The next thing is called the SOPAS, and what it says to do, it says from the belly button, move over about 1 inch and down about 1 inch, and rub, pressing inwards toward your spine. So you're going to find your belly button, and you're going to go over 1 inch and down 1 inch, and you're going to take your 2 fingers, and you're going to rub, pretty hard, and you're going to want to push far back, toward your spine. And you're going to do that for, a couple seconds. Okay, the next one in zone 1, it's the last one in zone 1, is called the glutes. And what you're going to do is you're going to rub the edge of your skull around from the center out to the edge behind your ear. So you're going to take your fingers and you're going to rub right about here, right where your hairline is kind of. And you're going to rub all the way around to the back of your ears and then kind of upwards, and then you're going to go back down, and you're going to do that 3 times. And it should kind of hurt. Again, these all aren't supposed to feel like magic and rainbows. It's supposed to kind of hurt to wake up your muscles. And then the last thing is what you're going to do is if you feel behind your ear, there's a little hole. You got to kind of find it. And you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to push a little hard. You're going to kind of push up and forward in that hole behind your ears for a couple seconds. And this one kind of does hurt if you're doing it right. And then you're good. All right, so that was zone 1. And normally the time when I'm working out, we'll do zone 1, and then we'll do 10 push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, but that's really just to warm up our muscles before we actually do an intense workout. So that you can do that at home too. It's super easy. Do zone 1 and then do 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and 10 sit-ups. All right, now this is zone 2. So if you've done your 10 push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, the next thing you're gonna do is the hamstring. And it says, run circles around like the back, like right here, like that goes into your butt crack kinda. And then trace along the edge of the, sacral bone. And that's just like the bone right here above your glutes. And it's super crazy that this warms up your hamstrings, but it does. And you're gonna take your take your pointer fingers, and you're gonna rub in like little circles. And you're gonna go all the way down and right there, and then you're gonna come back up like this. And you're just gonna rub them. Like you're gonna do it 3 times. So you're gonna do out and down, and then out and down, and then out and down. You're gonna do it 3 times. And you should be pressing pretty hard and make sure you're making little circles, because just rubbing like this, like that's not gonna do anything for your hamstrings. And the next is your is gonna be your it's gonna be like your quads. And it says you're gonna saw your body in half from the back to the front between the ribs and the hips. So it's gonna be like right about here, where like there's not, like your hip bones are right here, your ribs are up here. It's gonna be right in the middle. So you're gonna take the same things with your pointer fingers, and you're gonna rub them all the way across in little like inch motions. And you're gonna go all the way around, and then you're gonna go all the way back. And you're gonna do that 3 times. And once you've done that 3 times, you can, that one kind of hurts a little bit if you do it right. And then you're going to, so like your thigh, if you can see, I have leggings on, but you have a little muscle right here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a J formation. So you're gonna start right here, and you're gonna rub up and down. And then you're gonna go around that J, and then you're gonna come back up. And you wanna press kind of hard, like in between those 2 muscles, so that you're like getting in there. And then you're gonna switch. You're gonna take your other hand, and you're gonna go up and around the J. And you're gonna go do that 3 times. Perfect. All right, the next thing is called rotation. And it says rub circles and then percuss along the aerators with the heel of the palm. All right, so the rotation one, after the lateral sling, you're gonna need a partner, but that one isn't as important that I just read. So, but if you do have a partner, your partner is gonna like make circles with their palms right down here. You can see it on the picture, but that's when that one is. And then the last one in zone 2 is your abdominals. And this one's super fun, I think. And you're gonna chop the inner thigh to your knees, just below your groin, and then rub them. So you're gonna do like this, chop super hard all the way down to your knees, all the way up. You're gonna do that 3 times, and then you're gonna rub them out. And this one is your abs. And this one was one of the ones that my coach did like an exercise on, and I did like a crunch. Like I did a sit-up, and then I hadn't done it yet, and then I did it, and the sit-up was like 10 times easier. Like it was crazy. So that's the end of zone 2. And if you want, you can do your 10 push-ups, squats, and sit-ups just as a little workout. All right, and this is the last one. This is zone 3. And the first one in zone 3 is your calves. And you're gonna, it says at a 45-degree angle from the belly button, rub a spot about halfway to the ribs, and then the second calf point is the same spot on the back. So it's gonna be like right about here, where you can find your ribs and find about the second one, and then you're gonna go to the same spot on the back, and you're gonna just rub in like little circles. And this one kind of does hurt too. Just for a couple of seconds, and then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna find that same spot on your back. You're gonna do the same thing, just like this. Rub for a couple seconds, and that warms up your calves. And then the next one is called the lat. And then from the bottom, it says from the bottom of the ribs at a 45-degree angle from the belly button, find a space between your second and third rib and rub in that space. So that's going to be like right about here. And it's going to hurt a little bit. So you don't have to press too hard. But you're just going to rub for a couple seconds to warm up your lat. And then the third one in zone 3 is your neck. And you're going to rub just below the collarbone and then rub in the jawline. And you're going to want to rub pretty vigorously. And that means like pretty hard. So you're going to go right to your collarbone, and you're just going to rub like right under it. Like right where you feel the bone, like you can, like right here, you're gonna rub right under it. And you're gonna take your same finger we've been using, you're gonna rub all the way across, then come back, and then you're gonna do the other one, and rub all the way across, and then come back. And then you're gonna rub your jaw. So if you're a jaw, and you're just gonna, I use all my fingers because it's easier, and you're just gonna rub them. And then, it might be easier just to use one. And you're gonna rub them. You're just gonna rub your jaw really hard. Not super hard, not enough to make you cry, but pretty hard so that you're warming up your neck muscles. And then the next one in zone 3 is the rotator cuff. So your rotator cuff is right here where your arm, it's what makes your arm be able to go in circles and makes you throw them back and do standing tucks and stuff like that. So you're gonna use your hand like a saw, and you're gonna cut off the sleeve. It's like you're cutting off the sleeve of a shirt to make it a tank top. And you're just gonna rub it and like chop it off pretty much. You wanna go kind of under in your belly button, your armpit, and then rub all the way up. And we're gonna do that on both sides. Act like you're cutting off a tank top, cutting off the sleeves to make a tank top. Just a couple times, get your rotator cuff warmed up. All right, and then the last one is your shoulder, and you're gonna use your fingers like claws, and you're gonna rub each side of your like your rib cage. So you're gonna go like this, rub it like you're like a gorilla or something. I don't know. Pretty hard, and then you're gonna do like this. Do the other side. And then the second step to this one is you're gonna make like a U shape, kind of like you're gonna like outline your pecs. So you can take your fingers and you're just gonna rub up and down, go all the way around. So this is kind of like the first one, but you're gonna use 2 hands because you have 2 pecs, so you gotta warm them both up. All right, and that's the end of my RPR warm-up drills. And I'm gonna put this picture at the end, probably see it. And so yeah, this is something that will help you guys warm up and make your routines a lot easier, warm up your muscles. And one of the big ones I want you to remember is the belly breaths. Because I remember in routines, I would always do belly breaths. Like the second I had just to chill, I took a deep belly breath and it warmed up. It just made me feel so much better because when you're just like you're not getting all that air to your muscles and not warming them up. So, and not like getting them going. So you want to make sure you take your belly breaths and do all your drills and try to do them every time before practice. And yeah, so if you see me in the gym, say hi. My name is Marli and I hope you guys have a good day.